Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Cane Corso. So I'm out here with some of my adolescents. This here is Tilikum. He's my potential livestock guardian. He's a mix between a Landseer Newfoundland and a Great Pyrenees. But if you know the history of the Landseer, you know that they were actually, Great Pyrenees were used in the foundation dogs and for genetic diversity for the Landseer. So I don't even know that I don't know that he even qualifies as a mixture, because it wasn't even that long ago when you're thinking about how long breeds can exist. So he's chased chickens in the past, and a chicken flew into his kennel one time, and he did, she lost some feathers, but he didn't kill her. She did survive. And I mean, we came in there after the fact, so it's not like I rushed out there. Like, he could have killed the chicken and didn't. Basically just kind of toyed with it. The reason I did not leave him out here is because I got him when he was very young, and we have coyotes, and it's really not safe for a puppy of his size. We even have birds of prey that could take him out at that size. He was very young when we got him. So, and there's not everyone follows that belief that you should leave the livestock guardian out with the livestock, particularly when you're purchasing a young dog and you don't already have a seasoned protector that's already there to teach them and to protect the flock in case the young dog steps out of boundaries. So anyway, so I really felt like I was doing what I would consider to be the safest thing and setting him up for success, because it doesn't do him any good if I come out one day and all the chickens are dead, and now he's had so much of it that it's, almost impossible to don't run into me, to get him out of it. I hate, the young puppies always do that. They always want to run into you. It's like a racing video game, and they think that the wall, you can just bounce off the wall. That's how the dogs do. They're just like, that's okay, I can take it. I'll just bounce up against mom and I'll be fine. So they're over here playing. I do have some roosters that are out. These chickens here are just from my flock that they're not allowed to be in with all the hens. But there's one hen that's out. She's been doing her own thing. So contrary to popular belief, you guys, if you leave roosters out, and even with one hen, they will not harass her to death. They basically form a hierarchy, and it's kind of interesting. But I think it would be that way if they were in an enclosed area. I think that's the major thing that people get confused about with chickens. In any animal, you want to be careful about assessing the behavior as a whole when the animals are in a confined space. Because the way the animals will act in a confined area is, even if it's a large area, is going to be different than how they would act if they were able to get away from each other and just completely leave the area. So, something to keep in mind. So he could really care less about the chickens right now. But what I'm going to do to really test him, to see if he's kind of come out of this, because I did work with him a bit. I did get onto him and discipline him for whenever he would go after the chicken. So what I'm going to do, and hopefully they don't just all run immediately out of the back side, but I'm going to let these chickens out, these hens out. Come on, Kimchi, let's go. Now, Kimchi. I really want to see, the sun's almost about to go down, so they'll put themselves to bed anyway. And so that's the only reason I'm letting them out, is because it's late enough in the day that I'm going to stay out here and watch. And I'm going to make sure, that that they're safe going into their coop. So let's see what happens. They're playing still completely. Watch out, dude. Tilly. So they're all just playing chase. Let's see, they're right by the chickens, and they're still just minding their own business. Good boy, Tilly. He literally comes over and just, you're a big dog. You're a funny dog. And we're still playing. Everyone is still playing. So he could really care less. They're really just more concerned with each other, which is really good. I like to see that. Because what I can do is once I know that he's not going to be problematic towards the chickens, then I can actually fence this area off. And I can fence this area off and make an area for him and the chickens, so that I could potentially free range them during the daytime. I haven't been able to because of the risk of predators. And even though we do lose some to hawks, we lose the vast majority of them to fox that come through in the night. Now we've been getting better about locking them up. I would say that we haven't lost any in a long time, but there are like emergencies and things that you cannot control that happen, where you're forced to have to either leave before sundown, or stay out longer than you wanted to, so you don't get back before sundown, and that's really when they want to hit. Look at that structure on Kubo. Hey, baby boy. Hey, did your baby Tilly? Hey, your baby Tilly. Did your Tilly boy? Did your Tilly boy? Dude, Tilly's awesome. He was a good pick. So yeah, so these dogs here, really great. You can't, you can't have everything with everything. You know what I'm saying? And what I really like about this mixture in the pack with him is that he is big enough and tough enough to hang with them, but he also isn't like, he doesn't have the need to try to compete with them either, and so he's non-problematic. Hey there, what you up to? Right on. What? Oh, really? You've cleaned the kennels? Oh, wow, that's awesome. Very cool. I thought I heard you. I wasn't sure. Look at Tilikum, dude. He loves her so much. Like, I would be lying if I said that wasn't her dog. He chose her. You got to come out here now, because if you don't, he's just going to leave. Yeah, he just loves her so much. He's a good boy. He's a good Tilly boy. Hey, bro. Oh, taken out by the Corso. Oh, double teamed. Whoa. Whoa. Patina just went in with the KO. Took him down. Yeah, someone's shooting back there. I'm not sure who. There was this funny meme that I saw the other day, and it was like, he says, if someone's shooting by you, that just means that somebody's having a better day than you. It was like you. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I feel like I would be a good shot, only because when Ralph and I, so on July 4th, we had a barbecue over at Reese's parents' house. And Ralph and I were like, Ralph, me, and Jace were running around shooting each other with a Nerf gun. And I was like the queen of the headshot. Like, I would get people that were like jumping in the air, like trying to get away, and I would boom, headshot. Yeah, I hit Ralph in the face a couple times. It was pretty good. Look at that structure. Look at that structure. So for anybody watching that doesn't know, this girl here, this is a Hefe daughter, if those of you know about Hefe. Tilly, or Kubrick. Good girl, Patina. So Patina, hey, good girl, yeah, good girl, is out of Hefe and Jade, and Jade is out of Sprezzatura Cane Corso. So it's a co-breeding between Reese and I, which we really love. We got some very special stuff. And her coloration is basically, she's a fawn dog with basically excessive carbon. So normally fawn dogs will have some carbon, but she's got a lot of it. And that's really the only difference between her and a fawn dog. So she's, you know, technically a fawn dog with heavy carbon. Oh my God. Bro, really? He's so funny. He's so funny. He's a floofy man. He's a floofy man. He's a floofy boy. He's a floofy boy. Oh, oh. Kubo says, quit trying to be a fluffy prince. Yeah, Kubo. You be getting too hot sometimes. I don't like it. Chill out. You chill out. Plus, I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? What if he only did that because I was at Kubrick? Because I was like talking about him. And he was like, nobody has my woman talking about him. He really thinks that he owns me. Kubrick does. He's quite the spoiled dog. Good boy, Tilly. Tilly boy. Tilly boy. Yeah, he's just a baby too, you guys. He's, come on, boy. No. Let him, I want to see what he does. I do want to see. I really brought him out here to test him. Oh, how funny. Look. So these buff Brahma hens have found their buff Brahma roosters from before. That's interesting. I wonder if the roosters are the ones that did it or if the hens. Let's see if they've, nope, it looks like the hen's trying to run away. What? I let them open. I wanted to see, well, first I wanted them to be able to get a little bit of fresh grass and stuff like that. And since it was so late in the day, I figured that I would just watch them. And I wanted to test Tilikum and see how he was responding to chickens now, because he originally would chase them, but he has not cared at all. Yeah, he just wanted to play with them. I remember, but I'm just saying though that I have not seen him do that at all.
He liked to watch them run away from him, and then he would stop.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? Where are you going?
I think he might need to go poop. Floofy boy, where you going? Tilikum. Psst, ah.
Come on, boy.
Good boy. See, I'm not gonna lie, I always wonder, is the Great Pyrenees gonna take over the temperament, or is it gonna be the Landseer? Because the good boy, ah, don't you think about it, Tilly, ah, psst, no, come on, let's go, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, yes, good boy. So a Great Pyrenees would have acted like they didn't hear me and just literally would have quit it, and just literally would have took. I gotta put him down. No, don't do that again. No, cut it out. Quit. So I had to get onto him because I can't have him thinking that he can just dominate anybody that I'm giving attention to. That won't work. So.
Yeah, Tilikum's around the same age.
Good boy. Good boy. You're a good baby. You're a good baby. He's 5 weeks older than the Mona puppies. So he's like 3 months. This puppy's like 3 months old. Mm-hmm. Kubo's 4 months old. Yeah. Yeah, because Kubo's litter was born first, and then the Mona litter was a week behind that. And then remember, he got in trouble with Mona. So, yeah.
Wow, you're so big now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Are their rears supposed to be like that?
What?
Like kind of tucked in a little bit more than these ones?
So, I think he's fat right now, but let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I think he's fat right now. Ooh. He went right into the coop. Psst, move. Psst. Come on, Tilikum, get out of there. Let's go. See what he does. The fact that they're making noises doesn't mean anything to me. Tilikum, now, let's go. So you see how that one rooster went for the hen, and then the other roosters came in and protected her? So she's not really getting bullied the way that you think she would, because the other roosters come in. And I think he's eating the food in there. Tilikum, get out! And the water. Come on, let's go. This way. Come on, let's go. I'm watching. Tilly. Ah! His drive is getting to him a little bit. Tilikum, no. Psst. Psst. Ah. So he's not listening. Shh. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Hold on, just stay calm, stay calm. No, so he's not there yet. Patina, no. Psst. Kimchi, no. Put him in submissive posture.
No, that was bad.
No.
No.
Psst. Kimchi, no. Patina, Patina. Get out of it.
Patina.
Psst. I'm gonna get onto her. Patina! What did I say? You down. That was bad. Mouth bite. Shh. No. No. We don't chase chickens. No. Now get up. Let's go. Now. Now let him go.
Tilly.
Tilikum.
Tina, come here. Watch out for her.
Okay, so I had to go in there and grab him. So I don't think, after seeing that, I don't think he's going to be anybody's livestock guardian, that's for sure. So, unfortunately.
Was you trying to grab him?
Yeah.
He grabbed that one by the back tip feathers. He just has a problem with grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to herd. He doesn't want...
No, he wants to grab him up, and he does. He does.
I've just seen him herd the dogs before. That made me think that he likes to herd.
Well, but there's nothing in him that should want to herd. That's not herd. I mean, in any way, and herding requires prey drive. So it's not, he just doesn't have the right drive for it. And that's okay. The reality of the situation is, as I've said before, that he'll be a pet regardless. Come on, back over here. And so, you know, he doesn't need to be, come on, Patina, Kubrick, let's go. He doesn't need to be a livestock guardian. Anyway, you know what I mean? He's gonna have, we got him as a pet first. Oh Lord. And so it is what it is. Yeah, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna fault him for it. We wanted that for him. But the reality of the situation is, anytime you get a dog for any kind of job, there's never a guarantee that that dog is going to be able to do that job. And you don't really want a dog that you have to like discipline out of this kind of behavior, because if you want the dog to not have that drive in the first place. Patina, I'm watching her. Psst. Now what I'm doing to make her stop is I'm making direct eye contact. So she was going to try to move past me. I make direct eye contact. I get kind of low, almost like in a predatory fashion, and I make extremely direct, intense eye contact, like a predator would. And I literally force them down with that energy, if that makes sense. So,
Is her collar not working?
what?
Is her collar not working today?
Yeah, no, it wasn't working last night. Now, one of the things I want to mention is Kubrick did really good. He actually put Patina down. When Patina was trying to run away from me, he came up behind her and threw her down in the way that Preacher does. And that's one of the things that I love about Corso. And I used to tell people it's not specifically unique to Preacher, in that if they know that you want to do something, then they will help you do that thing. And so, and I really like that about them, is that if he can figure out that I'm trying to get this dog to submit, then he will literally grab that dog and make them submit.
Spencer does that too.
Mm-hmm.
Kimchi was doing good too.
Hmm?
Kimchi did awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think she wasn't trying to get like Patina where
Yeah.
So do you think his drive is more than like the horses?
No, but I think that his stubbornness is, so the thing about the reason why I personally don't like Great Pyrenees very much is because it's not necessarily a stubbornness. It's like there's nothing in them genetically, temperamentally, to listen to a human being, because they always operate on their own out in the wilderness, out in the middle of nowhere. And so they don't listen to people. They never have to listen to people. They have to make their own decisions. And so when you try to get on to them, a lot of times they won't listen to you. They just, like, you remember how we had that one Great Pyrenees dog and it would just always ignore us and just run? Yes, the one that you used to have to chase. Yeah. And there's a saying that there's a joke, and it's like, what do you call a Great Pyrenees off leash? And it's like, gone. Because that's what they do. They just leave. And so, anyway, so what we're seeing there is a mix of prey drive and that Great Pyrenees, just like, laissez-faire, whatever attitude towards a human being getting onto them. And because the thing about him is he's really not a super hard dog, if you will. Like whenever I went in there to grab him, he was, yelping and hollering. So he's a really soft dog, and I wasn't even doing anything to him. I just literally grabbed him, and just me grabbing onto him and, carrying his butt out of there was enough for him to freak out and, act like he was being murdered. And of course, so yeah. He cries if you grab his scruff. And it's just that softness. Like I said, it's not, I don't know, like more of a dominant dog would be less likely to cry like that and be more likely to just kind of shake you off, maybe snap their mouth at you, something like that. But he immediately gives in and cries and tries to lay down and gets all dramatic. And, it is what it is. They're different breeds, and they're going to behave in different situations differently. But what we're seeing is, from what I was seeing was, whenever I was trying to get onto him, was this very, just like, he couldn't hear me, if you will. You know what I'm saying? He literally, there's nothing in him genetically to hear me. Now, I could work with him on that. I'm not going to sit here and say that you couldn't fix that. You could fix that. We absolutely could fix this, and we could make him totally fine around chickens whenever we are here, right? Whenever we are present. Just like all my dogs, I can make all of them okay being around chickens when I am present. But what makes a livestock guardian different than another breed that is not a livestock guardian is that the livestock guardian doesn't have to be watched. It doesn't have to be it comes more naturally to them. And so, and we've worked with him a little bit on it, because I will say that I have heard from some people that even a good livestock guardian every now and then might kill a chicken, that's not unheard of whenever they're young and make a mistake. So, could he possibly grow into it? Possibly. From what I've read from people who know better than me, possibly. But there's also the possibility that he absolutely won't, and that he'll, remain this way, and that's fine too. Either way is fine with me, because, like I said, he's more of a pet than anything, right? Like he's the floof, and so.
During the cold months and stuff like that, he doesn't want to be inside.
Yeah. When it's really cold out, he doesn't want to be outside. Mm-hmm.
Why are you all gonna gang up on
Mm-hmm.
Kubo's so mad right now. Roosters are fighting
Over that small is it that small rooster?
Yeah.
See, now that's the only time I've ever seen roosters not protect. You see this? What they're doing? It's horrible, you guys. It's a male rooster that they have down, and they're just all taking their turns with this male rooster. That's the only time I've ever seen it get out of hand. And I usually have to come in and break it up because the other rooster, the younger rooster, will just hide. They'll do exactly what he's doing, where they'll just tuck their head, and they're not trying to beat him up. They are literally trying to make babies with him, and he is not a girl. So yeah, not very nice, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the only time I ever see it get out of hand.
Occasionally I'll have to go grab the young rooster because they won't leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
Kubo, you're getting messed with, boy.
He deserves it. He's always trying to get on to. Ooh! Oh, Tilly got him. See, usually he'd be beating up on Tilly, but Tilly got him. Tilly put him down. See what I'm saying? He ain't no punk. And honestly, his fuzz, all of his fur, helps keep him safe.
Yeah, you really can't do nothing but pull his hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get like a grip of his skin because it's just like hair.
You see, even whenever he bites, like he doesn't bite like they do. Like they, yeah, like he just mouths. See, like, and they will actually like grab onto each other. Not hard enough to hurt each other, but you can see the different levels of intensity in the behavior.
He like mouths.
Oh, got him in the face. Oh. Kubo says, leave me alone.
He's having fun. Their hackles are up. Sometimes they just put all their weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his face. What's funny is he's not actually giving up. Like you talked about that, where they get on
Oh yeah, no, he ain't giving up.
easier.
No, he ain't giving up. He ain't gave up yet. He's just in a better fighting position. See? Yeah, he ain't giving up to nobody yet.
He's like, I'm not done with you, boy.
It's funny to me, though, how they really try to get him the floof, but all they ever end up with is a mouthful of fur.
I don't think they like it either. I don't like this. They like biting the fur.
All right, let's open up the gate and once again see how he does. Yep. Well, we're just walking up to the thing. Plus, I need to open this up for the chickens because they need to be able to get back in. Oh, did you shut this? Lock it? Oh, weird. See, on that poor chicken. That poor rooster.
I'll walk with him. Let's go. Now.
No. Did a mouth bat on her really quick.
Tilly.
So unfortunately, Tilly and Patina are a bad mixture, and many of you may remember or not remember that Hefe was a chicken killer. Patina.
Tilly.
Hold on now. Ew. Well, you really stepped in that.
My bad. I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention. Boy.
See how he does. He did good. He wanted to avoid them.
I was going to the field.
So I like that. It's a better response. I did put him in submissive posture. He hollered about it because I haven't really done that with him because there's not really been a need for it. And I think in the moment, because I had grabbed him up when he was in mid trying to grab chickens, it kind of frightened him. So his feelings are a little hurt right now, but he's recovered all right. A lot of times these little less dominant dogs and that's one of the reasons, I tell people, like, submissive posture is not for every dog. It's not for every breed. You really need to do it on a case-by-case basis, because if you do it to the wrong dog, you can really hurt their confidence, and you can create behavioral issues. The Corso, for the most part, they're pretty tough. They're fine, but but these guys here, I don't have as much experience with them, and so it's interesting to see what their tolerance level is for it. You know what I mean?
People trying to grab his ears.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's why cropping is done in a lot of these dogs, because they will eventually cause problems. Like if he was in the wild trying to protect against coyotes and wolves and stuff like that, the first thing they're going to go for is his ears. So, and there's actually I think I see what you're talking about. He does walk poorly, but I don't know if it's just because he's huge and he's 3 months old and he's a little on the chubby side. Although I will say he is chubby, but he's not as chubby as he looks, because he has lost some weight.
He does kind of jiggle though when he walks. His butt, it tosses.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't know. I think I've seen Great Pyrenees and Spurs up like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tilly!
Yeah, and he's a really big dude, so.
He's heavy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, down patina goes. Oh, wow. Good one.
He just puts his whole body into it. He may not be big, but he is
Oh, again. Oh, again. Oh, school's in session, patina. She's tired. Good boy, Goobo. Good boy, Goobo. You're a good boy. Did you get her? Did you get her? Good girl. Good girl, Kimchi. Did you get her? She deserves it, though. She was really over there trying my patience with them chickens.
Come on, boy.
She can be quite stubborn. I wouldn't be running him right now. You need to get some weight off of him, child. Probably want some water. God, he's gonna be a huge dog, man. I can't believe he's so young and he's so big. Chingao. All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm about to go over to Morgan's house and get some video of the Velocity puppies. And then you gotta wish me luck, because I've gotta dye my hair and I've been having those copper problems again, and I think I just need to have the house completely replumbed, unfortunately, because it's just a real issue. And the system that I have set up, when it runs out, and we never know when it runs out, it just does immense damage very quickly. So
Yeah, I think it's one shower for it to just...
yeah.
Are you getting graham crackers at all?
Yeah, I'll get you graham crackers, yeah. If my hair works out. You have to wish me luck. Pretty boy. They won't.
They will. They're already going back.
Put them in the freezer. Freezes them in time. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.